Howdy,
Welcome to another edition of Under the Hat. I'm Bellboy,
and I'm Sydney.
and today we're going to be discussing the recent Raw episode of the Slammy Awards. It's a 3-hour edition of Raw.
Might I add, not a 3-hour SmackDown, a 3-hour Raw.
Yes, as we discussed in our last episode. This proves our point on that one. But anyway, on to the subject at hand. Slammies was a big thing in the 90s, really. They used to do a lot of the Slammy Awards. Kind of died out recently, haven't really shown too much interest in the Slammies, well, not publicly anyway, but they started to revive it this year, and I think it's a good idea. Straight off the bat, they went into it straight away with the best tag team of the year 2008, and Miz and Morrison won that. I think we kind of agree with that.
I agree with that. I know you were saying that it was going to be priceless, but I thought all the way Miz and Morrison. They say they're the best tag team in the 21st century. Don't know about that one, but I do agree they probably are the best tag team that all the nominations come up with.
Yeah. Next one we had was the best finisher. Now, it seems to me that they concentrated more on the finishes they like to get over with the fans, rather than finishes that we all think are the best. I mean, like we've got the classic finishes like the Tombstone and the Pedigree,
the Super Kick. Where were they?
Yeah, I mean, they weren't even in contention. They weren't even nominees. Now, the only reason I could think of this is because could be under the category of all-time best finishers. And even though we haven't seen too many of these new finishes this year, I mean, Big Show's punch we've only seen recently. Evan Bourne won the best finisher of the year. He has got a very impressive move, probably the most impressive out of all of them. Shooting Star Press.
It's a very good move. Shooting Star Press has been done before. My personal favourite out of the list was the RKO.
I think Orton's would have to be considered as one of the ones that would be in the same league as the Pedigree and the Super Kick by now, you know.
I would agree with that.
Yeah, so, but nevertheless, Evan Bourne won that one. Most extreme moment, now I think everybody really agrees with this. I mean, Jeff Hardy's swanton from over the top of the Titantron. I mean, you couldn't even see Jeff from a clear shot. They had to do a wide angle for it, and he went down a very memorable moment in January of 2008 when he did a swanton on Orton.
His biggest swanton of all time has to be at the top for me.
The best couple of the year. Now this was a little bit, you know, I suppose it could have gone a couple of ways, but I think everybody really knew that Vicky and Edge, I mean, they've had an up and down roller coaster of a ride, and they really have been the McMahon-Helmsley of 2008. So just as Stephanie McMahon and Triple H would have won that hands down in the year 2000, 2008 would be pretty much definite for Edge and Vicky.
I agree with you there.
The best diva, I mean, I suppose you could look at this in a few different ways. I mean, you've got to look at their wrestling ability, like, I'd say, as a whole package. If you're talking about looks-wise, I mean, well, where do you start, really? I mean, any of them could be up for the nominee, or anyone could be up for the victory, to be honest. But then you get wrestling ability combined. I mean, they're definitely onto a winner with Beth Phoenix. I mean, she's quite a good-looking girl, and she's probably definitely the best wrestler out of the lot. So I would say that that's definitely the best decision. I mean,
I predicted Beth Phoenix, and Beth Phoenix, I'm glad it's Beth Phoenix. She has been the diva of the year for me. Few of the divas with good wrestling ability didn't seem to be in the category though. Which a lot of you fans out there, diva fans out there, would probably agree. We'll go on to the next Slammy anyway. Go on, Bellboy, which is the next Slammy?
Well, it was the oh my god, as Joey Styles likes to say, moment of 2008. Now this one, I disagree with. I mean, it was a big moment, CM Punk coming out and cashing his money in the bank, but it's not like it hasn't happened before. We've seen Edge come out 2 occasions and cash in his bank in just as much shocking, oh my god sort of moment. So I think that as big of a moment that was, it didn't quite do it for me. We've seen it a couple of times before, cashing in the money in the bank. It is big, but I liked Cena coming back at the Rumble. I mean, that really was, oh my god.
I would have to disagree with the CM Punk moment though. It would be probably a joint top for me. I'd have to pick either John Cena coming back at the Rumble really did surprise me, and then also CM Punk winning the title on that Raw. I couldn't see it coming at all. It was, and I know when you watched it I was there, and you couldn't see it coming at all either.
Yeah. You should have seen the expression on my face.
I would say a joint top, but when I looked at it I thought actually there was more shock when Cena came out of the Rumble, but it was very close.
The match of the year. Now this was difficult. I mean, they had the Money in the Bank, which was a great match. Like, we were there. I mean, I don't know if any of you guys saw us at WrestleMania 24. We probably stuck out like sore thumbs.
I think you were wearing that hat, weren't you, Bellboy?
I think I was. I was rooting for HBK, but then again I was rooting for Flair. And luckily enough, that got the match of the year. I think that, I mean, the Hell in a Cell at SummerSlam, we thought that I was probably going to get it. But, I mean, I think they sort of, in a way, they wanted to give it to Flair and Michaels to make it that bit extra more special.
Well, I thought the Rumble, as it had all the people from the actual rosters in the Rumble, I thought that might have got it.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, the whole year revolves around that match.
I think one of the reasons why it also did get the Slammy, not only because they wanted Flair to, you know, be a bit more memorable than it already has been, but they wanted to get a little bit more of that storyline with JBL and Michaels. Now onto the, well, this was a damn moment. Now,
Damn!
yeah, damn!
Damn!
I didn't really know what to think of this category. I think the newcomer category could have easily have replaced this one, but nevertheless, damn, Carly won. The Kiss Cam Carly. So that was, I think it's been quite entertaining. I don't think it's that worthy of a Slammy, but you know, nevertheless, Carly Kiss Cam, I suppose it did turn in face.
That's it.
Yeah. And now the final one, the Superstar of the Year.
Let's get down to the nookie crookie.
The nookie crookie time it is. Right. So you had Cena, Jericho, Triple H, Jeff Hardy, Batista, and Edge. Now, we didn't big up Edge for no reason there, because we thought that Edge probably shouldn't have deserved to have been in it. I just thought more like Randy Orton.
Randy Orton. Where was he? Edge. I do think he should be in it because I love Edge. I think he's brilliant. But subjectively, I think he's won the title, so it does earn him a place to be in it. Jeff Hardy's done a lot this year. If they had the hardest working superstar, Jeff would probably be at the top. But for the superstar, because he hasn't won anything, I don't see him as maybe not have been in there. I'm a big fan of Jeff, but Orton should have definitely been in this. He had a long reign throughout the early part of the year. He retained at Mania. He's come back and he's been even better since he's come back.
Yeah.
Orton definitely needs to be in there, and I think it's a travesty Orton not being in it.
Yeah. And then you've got Jericho, who's been the best feud with Michaels, had 2 championship wins, and well, that's probably why he is the Superstar of the Year.
Yeah, I'm glad with Jericho. I predicted Jericho, and I'm glad he's got it. And next week, we're going to be doing our Armageddon predictions.
Yeah, it's going to be a good pay-per-view. So
maybe not next week, because that might be a bit too late. But in the next few days, Armageddon predictions.
Yeah, next few days, definitely. So make sure you take a look at this episode. Be ready for the next one. As always, comment, subscribe, say what you want to say.
Don't hold back.
No.
Don't hold back comments we want to see.
Yeah, anything goes.
And until next time, what goes on under the hat stays under the hat.